Hi, and welcome to Turra Company, the mother-daughter podcast about everything. Our mission is to make herstory, aka history, not by going viral, but by doing something that has never been done before in our family. Whether we have 2 listeners or 2 million listeners, we are bringing you our very best, and hopefully we are learning and growing together in the process. Now let's enter into the Turra Company experience and create herstory, aka history together. Welcome to Turra Company. Hey.
Hello. Hi.
We had a little snafu last week. We had to cancel the episode.
Sure did.
I don't think I've ever done that in the 2 seasons.
No,
That was the first time. Hey, company, we missed y'all. And we've been away.
Yes.
They don't even know. Because for Thanksgiving, where did we go?
We went to
Mexico.
Sure did.
Did we have fun, y'all?
We at the end.
It was interesting.
We'll talk about that another time.
No, we talking about it now.
Oh, okay.
This is the first show since we went to Cancun, so we talking about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. That's true.
I definitely think, first of all, Dad needs to come next time we go.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming
For sure.
next year.
It needs to be like a full family trip.
And then second of all, I need to be able to have a room away from you. And when for the people, I know this is audio, I'm looking at Miss Host Turra of Turra and Company. And it's not because of a bad thing. Like, so I don't want you to take it personal because you look
I'm
like
not.
you're taking it personal.
I'm not.
But
I'm looking at Ariel because me and Ariel kicked it.
exactly. And because I say this
you
for
be
me,
doing too
because I'm
much.
self-aware. And I'm self-aware in the fact that I know I can't be around y'all like that the way y'all be around. I can't do it.
Here's the
I need to
lesson.
have my own space.
Yep.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm self-aware in that.
So, company, what I personally have learned is Chelsi and I can go on vacation together and have a grand old time. Mom and I could probably go on
But
vacation.
New York was so good. You want to know why New York was so good? Because I had a separate space away from you.
And that's fine.
Yeah, and that's fine. But yeah.
But you do stuff so different. Like you be wanting to wake up at the butt crack of dawn. You want to go get breakfast at 5:59 a.m. You want to go to bed at 8:35 p.m. Where me and Ariel just getting our life, so we giggling, drinking stuff out of
Oh my God, there was one
the
night where they was
fridge.
giggling so. I was like, did they just smoke or something? I was like, is something coming out of the vent? I was like, what is happening? I
No,
was like,
because
this doesn't make any sense to me.
we was just having wrap-ups of the day. Like I just was telling Daddy, one of the things we was giggling about so tough is we decided to like test everything that was in the mini fridge.
The night of the juices.
We test all of the juices. So we took all the juices and were like, let's try this one, let's try that one. And they were disgusting. Like it was a mango one. It was okay. But the manzanilla,
Just stop. Apple.
Manzana?
It was
oh,
apple.
manzana.
Manzana? The apple juice?
Let me tell you, if there's one thing we learned
Manzanilla?
this trip,
It wasn't
it's that
manzanilla?
Mom
There's no L.
does not speak Spanish.
And I wasn't trying to.
But you were though. But it was one of those things where you were better off just speaking English
And pointing at things,
like
literally.
than you were trying to like
Are you talking about the time when I was trying to ask the man?
everything.
I was trying to ask
about everything.
I was trying to ask the man about this. Okay, this we had a ceiling fan in our room, and it was only going one speed, like warp. And it was like I just needed it to be a little bit slower. So the guy came in. They kept sending a lot of non-English speaking people to our room to deliver towels and stuff. And so I just asked the guy. It took me days to find and remember that I wasn't in America. I don't know what was going on. So when I would speak to people and there would be a language barrier, I was kind of slow catching it. And like, why aren't you understand? Like, what is happening? So the guy came in our room and I'm trying to ask him if I can slow the speed of the fan. And he's like showing me the switch to turn it on and off. And I'm like, no. And then I said,
Speedo.
I said, change.
Speedo.
I was like, change El Speedo.
Yeah.
That was the most It wasn't racist. It just was
It was I wouldn't
politically incorrect.
It was craziness is what it was.
But why was y'all sitting there not bringing up Google Translate and trying to help me?
because I didn't think about that until after he left. I
And then
forgot that
Chelsi-
feature existed.
Chelsea failed Spanish in one of the grades. You couldn't.
I didn't. I passed Spanish
Well, why didn't you help me?
because that was almost 10 years ago.
But what was the word for speed?
Rapido.
Well, that's faster.
Mm-hmm.
That's not necessarily speed.
I
don't
wanted
know.
lower speed.
I don't know.
Okay.
I helped you out
But-
one of the days.
Yes,
She
she
was
did.
talking about the type of amount of meat she
Chicken.
wanted on her taco, and she was like, small amount, and I was like, poquito.
Let me tell y'all something, then we're going to move on. I sometimes am a entitled, privileged American. Yep, I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I go places, I expect everybody to speak English. I don't know why. Call me crazy.
It's because America has brainwashed you to be that way.
Yeah,
It has.
That's 100%.
And
what
so
it is.
I'm like, why are all the, because this was not my first time in Cancun. I was telling the girls when we were on the trip, I have never encountered so much language barrier. And I couldn't figure it out, but I think I figured it out that when I went to Cancun back in 2017, we had a butler. And so in that experience, the butler is English speaking. Everything you do is through your butler. Like you have his or her main direct line, and you call them and you say, hey, I want this to have me. And what they do is they talk for you. So they'll talk to housekeeping and have them bring you 6 towels and not 4. They'll talk to housekeeping and have them bring you 6 washcloths and not 6
body towels.
bath towels.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's so many things, so much comical. And where we stayed, I'm sorry, it just wasn't a good place, and I would not recommend it. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. Royalton Splash.
Negative 10 out of 10, if you ask
Yeah,
me.
Royalton Splash. They just weren't ready. The customer service was just like, I had to kind of talk myself down because we were having troubles with our room. And I went down to the front desk and I was like, I need to have my room changed. Now I live in the mecca of hospitality, Vegas. If you go to a Vegas hotel, whether you're on the strip or downtown, wherever you are, it could be the Wozy Mosey, and you say, I'm having a problem with my room, I need you to change it out. You're going to get changed. These people were literally like, nope, can't do it, we're booked. Baby, you got people coming in tomorrow. Those rooms, do something like use your imagination, use your creative thinking. So I had to stand there for all this, and we hadn't slept. We took the red eye. We hadn't slept, so that probably was a factor. But we would just haven't the way they dealt and handled things. I just wasn't a fan. And I'm not acting like we paid $1 million because this was a definite budget trip. But you get what you pay for. But I'm telling you, out of all the hotels that there are to stay in Cancun, I just don't recommend Royalton Splash. And you can look it up. You can look on TikTok. Chelsea was seeing stuff before we even got there, but we were like, oh, that's them. But now that we've gone there and we even talked to other people by the pool, we just don't recommend it. And I was like, gosh, it's kind of like I had that Julia Roberts moment in Pretty Woman where she goes into the hotel and they treat her like, not the hotel, the store. And they treat her kind of crazy because, she's not dressed right. And then she comes back with richer gear and then he buys all the stuff in the other stores. And then she walks past and she's like, big mistake. Mm-hmm. I kind of felt like that because I'm like, I got a whole podcast where I can burn you up. And granted, I don't have 10 million followers yet, but this lives on. Mm-hmm. So Royalton Splash, you're not getting a good review from us. So I was like, big mistake. So anyway, that's our catch up from being gone from you guys. I think we had one episode that we had recorded before we left that they've listened to. So this is our first episode since we've been back. So that was our catch up. And then today we're going to do something real quick, real fun, because it's holiday. Y'all got shopping to do. We ain't going to hold y'all up. We are going to do something about gifts today.
Yeah.
We are doing...
What is wrong with you right now?
We are doing the best and worst gift, if possible, if ever, that you've ever received. And I'm doing it in the spirit of holidays, in the spirit of Christmas. We celebrate Christmas, so I'm doing it in the spirit of Christmas. But it could be a birthday gift. But seeing as it's Christmas time, I want to kind of do it in that particular vein. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Ariel, you want to go best or worst?
I'll start with the best because it's a quick one.
What's the best gift you ever got?
So I've gotten a lot of really good gifts. Like, I'm also very not picky with my gifts. And I'm also, when I do want something specific, I'll say that I want something specific. Otherwise, I kind of don't care. Mm-hmm. But I guess like the best Christmas gift I can think of that I got was I got a Game Boy from your dad, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
And I took it everywhere with me. And I was like, this is my entire personality.
Wait a minute, what was it? A Game Boy?
It was a Game Boy. It was like one of the
little blue ones.
You mean we got a Game Boy? Because I don't think I got one. So I think I was always asking you if I could play.
Well, because you asked for a life-size Barbie, and that's what you got.
That's exactly what you got.
That year, he bought you a life-size Barbie that you wanted.
I used to ask for the weirdest stuff.
Yeah, you sure did.
We'll touch on that.
But that's what you got, because she asked for what she asked for, and he got it, and you asked for what you asked for, and he got that too.
Yeah.
So
that's like that's the best Christmas gift I've ever gotten.
Really?
I would say.
That is interesting. I
know, right? So interesting.
Yeah.
All things considered.
What's the worst?
The worst Christmas gift?
Yeah.
So this is only funny if you like know the context of this, but once upon a time.
Oh, not a story.
No, it's not a long story, but once upon a time, I used to work with somebody who got on my nerves immensely. And it wasn't even like the gift itself that was the problem. Because what she ended up doing was she thought it would be a good idea. And she called herself being like this really like making up for all of the times that she treated me badly for that entire year. So she got me like this gift bag of stuff that she thought I would like. So it was like a Bob's Burger calendar, a tumbler with my name on it, like and like candy and like a whole bunch of like other stuff.
So what was wrong with that?
Nothing was wrong with the actual gift, but it was the motive behind the gift that I had a problem with.
But what motive was this? She was trying to make up for lost time.
This is also the same person who like would like yell at me for no good reason. And I feel, and that's really big to me. Like, it's one thing if you get me a gift and you're like, we're cool and we, apologize, or like if we have bad, like not getting along and then you apologize, that's fine. But just getting me gifts and assuming that makes up for it doesn't sit right with me.
But did she say that she is? Okay.
No.
That's you thinking though.
Ariel always got to take the eccentric version of our topic. Like, you can just never follow the protocol.
Because it was your coworker. She thought she was buying you by buying your favorite things and making up for all the times she was not nice to you, which I get it. I wouldn't have wanted the gifts either, but I would have never bought you anything.
I mean,
if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. So you dang sure ain't gonna get a gift from me.
Here's the thing for me. I could have I understood the sentiment, and at the time I was like, oh.
But what was the sentiment? She was trying to buy you. She was trying to buy your forgiveness to me.
Yeah, and that usually doesn't.
But you took the stuff, though.
I mean, what could I do? It'd be like, no, I don't want your things.
Yeah, you could have.
Absolutely.
If you was a gangster like me, because I'd have been like, I'm good. But did she grab your name or something, or she just bought it out of the kindness of her heart?
She just got it out of the kindness of her heart.
Good for her. Did you get her anything?
No. I sure didn't.
Yeah, so
because I also
she was trying to buy your forgiveness.
Who's the real villain here?
First of all,
I think it's Ariel.
Yes, that was the real villain. Right? She gave you her dead mother's jewelry.
Yeah, and that, like, I never wore it because I because
who wants to wear?
It felt weird. I couldn't do it. I could not.
Yeah, so what you're saying is your bestie coworker bought you some forgiveness gifts and gave you her dead mother's jewelry. Noted. See, I would think the dead mother's jewelry
that's what I was just
Well,
gonna
that
be
wasn't for Christmas. That wasn't for Christmas.
but
that
still, I would
just,
still think that would
yeah.
go under the worst
It
gift.
is. It is.
Because I forgot she used to give you them little bracelets and things.
Right.
Where
Well,
they at? What'd you get?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I would like to believe that they've just disappeared.
Oh, they did in the garbage. Sounds like.
Yeah, because we said holiday, right? So that was
Well, we did,
Yeah,
but I mean, you can make an exception for
yeah.
yourself.
For the exception, it was that, and I just it didn't sit right with me.
That's okay. You had your Game Boy to make up for it.
Right, I've had my Game Boy, and I had it for because I remember when I lost it, I was
Fun
devastated.
fact: I think it's downstairs in your dad's
You
office.
didn't lose it. It's downstairs in Dad's
Daddy
office.
has it. It's a
Dad
blue
has it.
Game Boy. He has it.
What do you mean he
You
has
didn't
it?
lose it.
No, because
just seen it.
distinctly
No, you
remember.
didn't.
No, I just seen it.
No, is it like a dark blue or
It's
is
a
it
little
It's a light blue
square.
light blue square.
No, because Chelsi, do you remember when Grandma and Grandpa came to town and they had a hotel at the Circus, and we flipped that hotel room upside down?
Well, somebody must have had it because I'm telling you, I
Dad
just
has
seen it
one.
in Dad's office.
Has one downstairs, and
Are
I don't think he bought that.
Yeah, he didn't.
no,
Yeah.
actually,
it's
no.
Ariel's.
The one that was you're talking about the replacement one, because the
Oh.
original one that Grandpa got me was silver.
Oh, okay. But
So
it
the blue
has
one
blue.
was the blue one was the replacement.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's downstairs.
Okay.
Fun fact. So let's get to Chelsi. Chelsea, what's your best? Chelsea was struggling with
I
this
don't
one.
necessarily, because I don't really think I have like a worst gift. You know,
Well, just tell us your life.
Yeah. Tell us about your gift.
Tell
life.
us-
Because for
Tell us
the
your gift
most
life.
part, because we got to remember, like I'm a Christmas baby, so like it's Christmas and then it's birthday, so there's not really like anything, like just about everything that I wanted, I would get.
But tell the people how your mother hooked you up and how she used to set rules
Yes, so
around your birthday.
So when I say that I'm a Christmas baby and the fact that my birthday is the day after Christmas, everyone goes, "Oh my gosh." Oh my God, like, you must hate your birthday. Like, that must have been hard as a kid. And I was like, actually, it's worse than I'm an adult. I wish I could go back to the times when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't understand how good I had it. I said, because now, as an adult, now that's where it comes, where I'm like, yeah, this is not the vibe.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
That's what
But
happens.
the rule in the family for my birthday was I still had, even though, I didn't choose to be born this day. It's just this day I decided to come
I
out.
didn't even choose.
Yeah, but so,
Whoops, I'm pregnant.
I mean, if anybody got a choice, you probably could have stayed in there like an extra month.
Right.
You probably. I
She would have been
honestly-
so
No, I would've been
overbaked.
right, because I think I was 2 weeks late.
Well,
That's what you told me. One
take
time.
it with a grain of salt because in order to get a due date, you have to give your last cycle date. And so it can be kind of sketch. So if you, it just was weird.
Yeah.
My original, and when you're pregnant, also, fun fact, a lot of times they will give you, I don't know if they do this now, but this was 25 years ago. They will give you multiple dates. So you'll go in, and as you're getting closer, they'll say, oh, your due date is this. So they were always telling me my due date based upon the information I was giving them was December 12th. But you didn't pop out to December 26th. So.
Well, the only reason I say a month, she could have waited another month, is because I always say that if Chelsi would have waited another month, we would be exactly 2.5 years apart.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
That's not how it happened.
Mhm.
But the rule in the family was my Christmas present couldn't be my birthday present.
Correct.
And if it was birthday, it had to say happy birthday. It couldn't have
It
any
could not be
cream
wrapped in Christmas.
in Christmas. It couldn't have anything to do with Christmas.
No.
And I'm very thankful for,
Yeah.
because I, like, a lot of people think I have like
Trauma from it.
like trauma from it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh, it's my birthday, like, but really, no, I still feel like I have a birthday, like, nothing. If anything, my rule is once Christmas presents are open, it's no longer Christmas, it's my birthday. Like, that's how it is in my head mentally, like, once presents are open, yeah, that's great, we had a good Christmas, now it's time for the real holiday, and it's my birthday.
Chelsea Day.
realistically, now, ever since you've been an adult, you kind of celebrate your Christmas in that little weird period between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Especially
that whole
like
week.
when, like, now that I'm older and like my birthday falls on like a weekday, like these last couple of years has been kind of rough, but next year we balling out because next year my birthday's on a
Wednesday. Oh, Thursday.
Thursday. My birthday's on a Thursday, so that
So you can
gives me
take a long weekend.
right, because right now I'm in that awkward stage. Because my birthday's in the beginning of the week, by the time we get to the weekend, that's New Year's, and I live in Vegas. One thing I'm not gonna do
We did that one time.
one thing I'm not gonna do is be out on New Year's and deal with that in Las Vegas. I
Yeah.
cannot do that.
Because everybody and their grandma's here.
Right.
We did it one time.
And we did it 1 year, and it just did not go well. So
Yeah, we just have so much better New Year's when we stay home because we
Yeah.
make it a big deal. We cook like shrimp usually or like seafood.
Mhm.
And we just eat and we go to church on TV, online.
Mom goes to church.
Y'all be there too.
We're in
don't
the
do
room.
that.
I guess that counts.
Anyway,
So
we bring in the new
and-
year with the Lord.
And last year I had a little bit of a meltdown on New Year. So just so I tried.
You did?
I did.
Where was we?
in here watching church?
Yeah, where were you?
I was here
with
for
the
a little
Lord.
bit. Because I told you, and you was like, "Oh, see, she's like even more reason now you can be in here and watch church." And I think I was in here for like 10 minutes, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go."
You should have stayed because
Oh,
it would have brought you up.
Here.
You weren't
That's
here.
right.
Yeah, Ariel wasn't here.
Where was she? With her man?
Yeah,
Or
she was
John?
with John.
her man. Okay.
Anyway, let's finish this. So, like I said, I really don't have an issue, deciphering between
Your birthday and
Christmas. But when I did ask for things, like when I was little and like when it would be Christmas gift time, I would always ask for like very specific things, like very specific. Like 1 year for Christmas when I was in middle school, I think was I in middle school, or elementary school.
When? What gift
For
was
the rock tumbler.
You were in elementary
I
school.
was in elementary
like
school.
right
Yeah,
before
'cause-
middle school.
it? Yeah, because then we live on.
We lived
Yeah.
right next to the middle school.
I think we lived in we lived in Positano.
Yeah, we were right. Yeah, we
So
were.
that
in,
was elementary school.
Mhm.
So I asked for a rock tumbler, and now looking back, I don't know why I asked for a rock tumbler.
You probably saw the commercials. It be them commercials.
You were very easily swayed.
Yeah.
as a child.
Nickelodeon, them commercials would get you every time.
And then we used to get the big book, the Toys R Us, R.I.P. Toys R Us.
Yes.
But we used to
J.C.
get
Penney catalog.
the big book of toys, and I would literally go in there and I'd circle. I want this, this, and then I would just go and leave it on their nightstand and be like, I will wait for their arrival on December 25th.
And what
Thank
made it
you so
even
much.
funnier is like this is gonna sound real privileged when I say it, but it's true. All of the things, like, or if not most of the things that Chelsi and I would ask for birthdays or for Christmas, we ended up getting.
Yeah, we got, there was never like, oh, like,
Why not? That's why I was working.
Exactly.
That's why I wasn't a housewife. Why not?
But so I asked for the rock tumbler and I get it. And I remember just being so excited about getting this rock tumbler. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to turn just all these basic rocks into gems and stuff like that. And which is really surprising that I'm not like a stone girl now,
It's
Not into,
surprising you're not a crystal
But it
girl.
didn't work, I think. Even though I didn't allow you to run it, even the first day you got it, I allowed you to run it. That's how we knew it made
Right.
so much noise.
So we got it and I was so excited. So I went and got my rocks. I did it and we turned it on and it was so loud. And they were like, whoa.
Well, in hindsight, I feel like we were probably doing it wrong because now
We weren't.
Well, here's the
It
thing,
just
though.
did,
I
why
see-
why are they not on the market
because
today?
listen, sometimes every once in a while it's like my youth is coming back to me. I get TikTok videos about people tumbling rocks, and it's a long process.
Yes.
It's like
You would have had to,
a
like,
month,
for months.
like for a
Just
month,
consistently.
just let it tumble like that. And I remember I was like, I know they didn't just buy me this rock tumbler and I'm not going to use it. So I used to try and find ways to to spin it without them knowing. So like I would plug it in and then like put a towel on top of it. I was like, I got to be able to get some gems. It was
and what's funny,
It was
is you thought-
traumatizing,
right.
it sounds like.
And you thought just the most basic rocks
literally
that we had.
rocks in the yard. I thought I was
I
about
don't
to
think
turn
it
them
was
into
that
gems.
though. Was I supposed to buy special
I don't
ones?
think so. No, I think I went out to the yard and just grabbed
Yeah,
rocks.
because fun fact, Las Vegas has desert landscaping, so rocks are our landscaping.
Literally,
So
they're everywhere.
rocks are the plethora of rocks are before
That's your front
you.
yard, so
I just think, like you said, because it's basically polishing it down to the middle and making it shiny.
Well, making it smooth because you really got to run it twice. Like I said, I've been getting all the TikToks about it. So it's like you got to do it just to get it down to that part. Then you got to wash them, and then you got to put another thing in there. And then to polish them, you got to run it again to polish
See,
them.
we didn't do our homework on this gift.
Sure didn't. You just that's
well, she just wanted it.
Yeah.
Listen, you didn't have to justify why you wanted it. You said you wanted it, I'm going to go get it.
Or there was another year, and I think this was birthday, but there was another year that I wanted a BMX bike, and specifically a BMX bike.
Yeah, you didn't get that.
I did.
Who gave you that?
You did.
I didn't buy you no BMX bike.
Yes, you did. It was when we lived on Sweet Juliet's. It wasn't. It was like a girl BMX bike, but it wasn't like it was a BMX bike.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
I recall this
because I didn't want like a mountain bike. Because I think you were trying to push a mountain bike on me, and I was like, I don't want a mountain bike. I just want like a BMX bike. Because you want to know why I wanted it? Because I wanted to be able to turn the handlebars. That's what it was. And a mountain bike, you can't do that because you got the brakes. So I wanted to be able to spin the handlebars and like spin the tires around and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's why I said. And then yeah, I was just so excited about it.
So did you spin the handlebars?
I knew about it. Because I found it. I knew where you, like, you, it was a big old box. Yeah, it was a big old box. And you guys stuck it in the downstairs closet, like, deep back there, and then put all the coats. And I found it, like, as soon as y'all came home from it. Because I remember specifically, oh, you know what? Actually, how are we talking about gifts? I'm so sorry. I'm going to backtrack this. How are we talking about gifts? And we are not talking about the best gift that I've ever gotten in my life. And you know who gave it to me? My Auntie Vicky. The one you was just talking about, my auntie.
What
one who I was just talking to?
Who you was just talking to? When she got me a pair of Heelys for Christmas.
I remember
my
that.
Goodness. Because I was begging for Heelys. I was like, I want a pair of Heelys so bad. And you're like, no.
You're going to hurt yourself.
You're going to hurt yourself. I don't think they're safe. And I was like, no, I want a pair of Heelys so bad. And she was like, no.
And she went against my wishes and got them. Because I know I had expressed my wishes to her.
Because I think she had because it was when she came to visit, like right before Christmas. Mm-hmm. So.
And we went to a store and you saw them and you was like, Ma, here they go. I was like, girl, go put them back. And then she was like, Chelsi, you want them?
I was like, I sure do. I sure do. And she bought them for me.
And your ghetto twin didn't get a pair? He didn't get any, did he?
No, I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
Just you.
Just me.
Yeah, I remember her buying those, and I was like, did we not have a conversation? I told you I didn't want her to have them. She's like, she'll be okay.
She'll be fine.
I love when other parents override you, but when you override they parenting, they go, what?
And let me tell you, those were my favorite shoes. I remember I used to wear them any chance I could
Even when they was getting too small.
Was there a point they were getting too small?
Yeah, because they don't last forever. And then you couldn't tie them.
I couldn't tie them because...
Which was an extra layer of danger, not safety.
For unspoken reasons, I couldn't tie them. But I remember I would wear them, I would bring them, and then I would bring the wheels in like my pocket so that like you didn't know that I had the wheels, and then I would pop the wheels in. And then my favorite place to go was the grocery store because that was the flattest surface he was going to get. And I remember one time we was in the Smiths and I went from one end of the store and I got a running start and I just went and I was zooming. And I was like, this is what life's all about.
I could die today and I would be happy.
I would be so happy. But then the lady like saw me and she stopped me. She was like, you can't do that in the store.
Yeah, because the liability was crucial. Like, if you'd have fell and broke your wrist or something, they'd have been liable. Heelys and all.
I didn't care.
That was your best. So your Heelys. And your worst was the rock tumbler. Well, it wasn't the worst gift. It's just it wasn't
the worst outcome.
It didn't give what it was supposed to give.
No, right. I can tell you what Chelsi's worst outcome gift was. I can't remember. Oh, it was an Elmo that talked. And I don't know if you remember this, Chelsi, but I remember this vividly because it haunts my dreams. So Chelsi had, I want to say it was an Elmo. It was either an Elmo or like a Cabbage Patch doll.
No, you know what it was?
It wasn't no Cabbage Patch doll.
It was a like workout Care Bear.
Yes, that's what it was.
Used to sing "Let's Get Physical,"
but
like and move and dance and be like, "Let's get physical.
But she had to have asked for it.
Right, but it
Yeah, 'cause
haunts
I
me.
was really into Care Bears. I went through like a big Care Bear first.
There was,
You
but
went
there
through
was
a lot of phases.
yeah, but there was a point where Chelsea and I were sleeping, and it went off.
It went off like in the middle because it was
In
in
the
our
middle
little
of
like
the
toy
night.
box and something hit it and it went off. And then finally it got to the point where like we were getting older and like Dad was like donating a whole bunch of stuff to Goodwill, and we had made it very known that like I wanted to get rid of this. But like we were in the car and he was getting everything and he pulled it out of the box. He was like, he was like, Chelsea, I think you made a mistake. I was like, no. I was like, give it.
We're on point. That is hilarious. My turn.
Your turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Mine's is quick because I get good gifts. I give good gifts and I get them.
Because you're specific about what you want.
I'm so specific. Like if you know me, I only want things that I've asked for. You can't.
And you will ask.
I'm not that person that you can be like, hey, I bought you something. And it's something that I haven't asked for because you'll get the look of death. I'll be like, what? What is this? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all just unlocked a memory. Imagine this. Circa 19, had to be in the 90s.
The 1900s?
No, 1990 something. I turned 21. I have this big dinner. I throw this big dinner at a restaurant with all my friends, all my girlfriends. And my mother is so excited. She's like, Turra, here's your gift. Take your gift with you to the restaurant so you can open it with your friends. I get to the table and naturally, because my mother is a really good gift giver, I get to the table and I'm like, we eat and everything. And then everybody's like, okay, let's open their gifts. And I was like, oh, I'm going to open my mother's first. When I tell you, I opened the box and everybody was like, what the WTH? It wasn't even WTH back then, but my mother had bought me this outfit. It was like a short set and it was a top and a bottoms, but they were cut like, it was like cutouts, like flash dance. It was like, so the shirt was all cut out. It was flamingo flaming hot pink.
In what world?
And it was cut out all the way down the shirt, cut out all the way down the shorts. And it had these like little things like fabric. I'm telling you, I was like, what the? All my friends was like, oh, okay, yeah, I see. You know, trying to save
everybody
it.
trying to be nice.
I got home. I was like, Mom, what were you thinking? Oh, girl, you ain't think that was cute. I'm taking it right back. Did you keep the receipt? Because I can't wear that anywhere. So that was one thing. But Christmas gift wise. So you got to remember, let's get a context. In case we got some new listeners out there. You never know. We got new listeners all the time. I grew up as an only child. My twin brothers didn't come till I was 13 years old. So it was just me and my mom till I was 13. So the Christmas was off of me, right? The tree was off of me. And I used to have really big, good Christmases. One year, I don't know what my mom was thinking. She bought me all board games. Who am I play? Who playing?
Because she's not going to play them with you.
Oh my gosh. I think I got a couple of good plays out of her, like that day, Christmas Day. After that, I would bring the game down and be like, come on, Ma. She'd be like, girl, get out of here with that. So let me get this straight. Let me just back this up. So you bought me, who you knew was the only child, nothing but board games for Christmas. How does that work? And you not going to play with me? And you don't have you didn't bring my cousins over to play? What is happening? And you know you be out of school. And your whole life at that time is you're out of school, you're on Christmas break, you want to play with your toys. Yeah. Worst Christmas ever. So that one was bad for me, but best gift I've ever gotten. No, it wasn't. I didn't get my wedding ring or my engagement ring. A lot of my gifts are the best gifts because they're things like you just alluded to that I asked for. Because again, when you are buying me stuff, most people who know me know, they say, what do you want? Because you can't surprise me. Or you need to be listening to me throughout the year. Because I'll say, oh, you know what? I like it. So you got to pay attention and then you'll get it right. But most people get it right. Most people in my life get it right. But that traumatizing board games. I think I still don't play board games.
I think
to
it
this
did
day.
traumatize you, and it did something to you because every year for Christmas, for me and Ariel,
Yes.
we got at least 2 board games.
Yeah. All the ones that I wanted that I didn't get. So Hungry Hippos, that was one that I wanted really bad.
You bought us Trouble one year.
Trouble was my
Still
favorite
have
game.
Trouble, and I thought we got rid of it.
No,
and
it's
then we
my
had it.
Trouble. That's my Trouble.
Oh.
Because I love Trouble. Trouble was one of the games that I used to get all the time. So the games I liked, Operation, because you could pay it by yourself.
Yeah, you did get us Operation one year.
Mm-hmm.
That one, and Perfection. I got you guys Perfection.
What is Perfection?
Perfection is the one where you push it down, and you have a timer ticking,
That one was my favorite.
and you had to put all the stuff in or it'll pop.
That one was
Yes.
my favorite.
Yeah, Perfection.
Loved
I'm
that
telling
one.
you, all the stuff that I enjoyed as a kid, I tried to give to y'all because I'm like, if I liked it,
That's why we got a
they
lot of-
like it.
That's why when we were kids, company, our mom would get us 2 things. Like there was 2 things that were always going to be under that tree.
Mm-hmm.
One was going to be some sort of doll that
Mm-hmm.
looked like us,
Bratz. I was a Bratz girly.
or the
I don't think it
NC
looked
dolls.
like y'all. I don't think my intention was to look like y'all. You must have
Or,
just
like,
had that
similar.
takeaway.
That's just something that I noticed. Like Chelsea would always get like the medium toned
Right.
like, chocolate dolls.
in that sense, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
the
I
I
would
would
get-
mom buy me a white doll.
yeah.
Right. And
What
then
am I
I would
doing?
always get the light skin or the white dolls.
Yes.
So
Because I wanted you to relate to the doll, right?
right. Or we would also get a Barbie doll head so that we could do its hair.
And it's amazing that I'm not a hairstylist.
Right.
That
And
I
it's
went the
amazing
route
that I
of
had
Because
no
that was
idea what
the-
to do with my hair.
That was the trick. Because that's how I learned how to do hair. I would get a Barbie hair doll
But
every
you know
couple of
what?
years.
I used to take it seriously. I was legit putting product in their hair.
You should have. That's what I used to do, washing it. I used to be in the sink washing mine.
Yeah, I was giving her 3 strand twists.
I had
was
no
giving
idea
her
what I was
updos.
doing. No.
You
It's
didn't even
amazing
play
that I
with
can't-
it.
It's amazing that I can't. But yeah, I used to play with mine more than you would play with yours.
Yeah, Ariel didn't.
Yeah, Aaron wasn't
Wasn't
really
into
about
it.
that life.
But I
wasn't into
was.
I wasn't.
That's how I learned how to braid.
I wasn't into dolls overall as a kid.
Yeah,
Like,
you weren't.
They weren't.
What were you into? Educational? You wanted books. You
I
was into the
did.
BOOKS's.
I did. Like I
That's
love.
all you cared about.
I love
Get you
my
some
leaf
Junie B.
pad.
Jones.
Oh my gosh!
B.
Yes.
Big pack.
Yes.
And you was you would be like, okay, I'm good.
okay.
And
bye.
take your books to your room and be gone all day. That's how Ariel was. Fun fact, you took a book when we went on the trip.
Oh my lord!
She was out on the patio for like hours just reading her book because Ariel loves to read. And I get it because I like to read too.
Interestingly
Yeah,
enough,
that
if
trait
you,
didn't pass over.
I mean, yeah.
I like to sleep.
On that note, the reason, if you follow me on Instagram, for those of you that do, I have, because on Instagram you can have like the little highlight sections. I got this bright idea that I'm going to start keeping track of the books that I've read because I've read a lot of books, but I don't. But
Have
if
you finished them though?
Yes, I
Because I
finish
read
books.
I start a lot of books, but I don't always finish my books.
And I am the opposite. I can't start a book and not finish it. Like I think there's only been like one book that I started and did not finish eventually.
Yeah,
Because even the book that I'm reading now, I'm reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Don't nobody say nothing about the book or the movie to me just yet.
no spoilers.
Because the movie just came out recently, and I've been putting off everything about it until I finish the book because I'm like a big like.
Because it's gonna be different anyway.
Of course it is, but yeah. So I have like a little section on like a little highlight on my Instagram, so I can kind of keep track of books that I've read. So if you want some book recommendations, I've got
Go
one
look
in
at
there.
Ariel's.
It's literally titled.
Maybe we
Book
should
Recs.
do it. Maybe we should start publishing a little book. Ariel's what do you call it? Book list.
Ariel's book list. I've got one in mind right now because I just finished
Well,
it.
maybe
and
we
it's
should
so
do
good.
Ariel's book recommendations every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And people might pick up on it. Okay, well, I think that's about it. We talked our best. We talked our worst. So we're leaving you with that. Company, you guys have a great holiday. And guess what? I don't know what you guys are going to be doing on Christmas Day, company, but you know what I'm going to be doing?
Sleeping.
No. Watching The Color Purple. Hello. I am so excited to go see this movie. Listen, Color Purple. I'm not getting paid, but I want to shout about this movie because I think it's going to be so good. Color Purple. December 25th. You got to go look at it. And on that note, let's do a little reminder just in case you forgot. This is our last show of the season. So we wish you guys the best of the end of 2023. And we will be back with new episodes on January 15th, 2024. That'll be our first new episode. So you guys have a wonderfully blessed holiday season. And we will see you guys. Oh, make sure you follow us, subscribe to us. Ariel's going to give you book recommendations while we're on the break.
Yes.
I mean, that's the least you can do.
It is the least I can do.
And we will see you guys January 15th on the next episode. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We look forward to you joining us on the next episode. Until then, be inspired and enlightened.